got started and you need an outfit. Let Momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let Momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up.
Take advantage of NCCU's Momentum Loan and get the support you need for whatever stage you are in life with a tiered interest rate and exclusive emergency fund component. Let NCCU's Momentum hook you up. Call 255-2126. Email membercare@nccudominica.com or visit any NCCU location for more details. Your phase, your pace.
Quartz is having a massive yard sale. 2 days only. June Silver. Friday, February 27th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, February 28th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get furniture, appliances, electronics, plus Radio Shack tech and gadgets. Everything must go to Bagay Di Puale. No holds or later pickups. Purchase and live with it on purchase. Acheter Bikite di marchandises ou yon pharmacie, mesdames. Shop, catch your credit and walk out with these creditors before they are gone. Tout le monde prend attention Quartz Cafe Accord. It's a massive yard sale at Quartz Distribution Center, Kenfield, formerly Bracing Mats Building. Friday, February 27th and Saturday, February 28th. Tout le monde vient côté Quartz. Bracing Mats Guy Show. Vendredi et samedi. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
An easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
You're
Flow is keeping you connected.
So I ask you, what are you doing inside Bloombox? Do you have a farm? You tell me, that's how it sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. 255-6810 or 316-0164, or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand. Energy, strength, vitality. The dream that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, food, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt there. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally. Distributed by Belva. It's Limited.
All right, Dominica, there's a very quote unquote big gospel festival taking place on the weekend, and that has been causing some controversy between religious leaders. I spoke yesterday to one such leader, one of the organizers, and I want to share her thoughts on this festival. And of course, we'll get some reaction sometime later. Let's listen to Judy, Apostle Judy, on this one.
And I just wanted to bring some clarity.
Of course, go ahead. Feel free.
Because I am one of the pastors who's part of the organization of it. And I firstly would like to greet all your listeners and everybody, who's taking part in this discussion.
Okay.
A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. The gospel concert was never something and is not something that is politically aligned, or it's not something that is being put together for political gain. And the reason I'll say that is because I've been part of a group of pastors who have been working together in discussing having a time where we can come together and give God praise as a nation and as a people. And that it would not just be something that is done on a 1 year basis, but that it would be something that is done every year. Just as you would have the Creole Festival, that it would become something that would be done every year, where we would gather together to give God praise. And initially, the discussions around it was that it would not just only be a time for worship and praise, but that it would also be a time where we could have ministration of the word and to invite certain speakers to come in and to share and to encourage and to pray for the nation and with the nation. International speakers as well as local local speakers, because even with the gospel concert, you're going to have a lot of local gospel artists who will be able to come forth and to showcase their talent, because we have a lot of gospel artists in Dominica who do very, very well. And this is an opportunity for them too to be able to showcase their talent. I'll say a little bit about that in a little while, but I'm just giving you a little idea of the inception of it.
Okay.
So really, it was supposed to be for 3 days, and that it would provide, this concert, but also a time where we could have ministration of the word and evangelism and all of that. When we discussed that and brought it to this point, the pastors of Dominica were invited, the heads of the churches were invited to come together to have a discussion about it, so that we could get present the idea and get their input, things that they think could be added or removed, or just to discuss. Not many pastors showed up for that meeting, and we have email trails and messages that went out to all of the pastors to join and to be a part of the discussion, where we would have explained the vision and explained what it would have been all about, and to get all the churches involved and on board. And it would also serve as a form of, tourism, gospel tourism. There are other countries that do this as well. You have countries like Barbados and St. Kitts and all of these places. They have their jazz festivals, but they have a day that is set aside for that the Kingdom Night. We thought that it would not be okay to do it in the midst of all of what will be taking place, but that it should be something that stands alone on its own. The reason that it is coming after Carnival is because of the availability of the artists. This has been in the works for some time, and discussions around when...
So don't you think that's a strange coincidence then?
Say that again?
Don't you think that's a strange coincidence, the fact that it's coming on this Saturday right after Carnival?
No, it's not a strange coincidence. It's that if we could choose to move it, but if we move it again, you move it to you move it later down again when some other thing is taking place and some other thing is happening. And as I told you, discussions around it and the possibility of persons being able to come for the event, that has been ongoing for some time. Because you'd have to kind of have an idea before you present a plan. And a lot of them were not able to make it. A lot of them were on sabbatical. Some of them, they have a specific circuit that they take. Say, for instance, some of those from Africa, when they come, they come to the Caribbean, they make a tour. And if they're not able to have sufficient places on the tour, they just won't come because of how their schedule is. So we've been dealing with that for some time, and then we decided if this is the time, and if everybody, those who are involved, can agree to that timing, then let us go ahead and lock it in. It happens to fall after Carnival, but it is not the whole thing is not to make a mockery of the Lord or to do any of those kinds of things. The reason that Dominica Festival Commission is included and involved is because it's going to be something that will be done yearly. It's going to be a festival that's going to be happening all the time. Somebody may say, should you pay people who are singing in the kingdom of God and people who are worshiping that way? These are musicians and people who put in a lot of effort into their ministry. They practice. They have to buy keyboards. They have to buy their instruments. They spend a lot of nights in practicing and preparing. And nothing is wrong in being able to use your gift and for your gift to be able to open doors for you financially.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have young artists like those coming from Dominica who grow and they practice, they spend a lot of time, they have to pay to money. If the Bible says money answers all things, and you have to be able to record a CD, you need money. To be able to go to the studios, you need money. To be able to play, you need money for lights, for everything. And so if, the opportunity is coming where after you have worked hard, you can be compensated. You're not being paid for the gospel, but you can be compensated for your gift that is being used and released, then nothing is wrong with that. when preachers go out to preach and they go to places to preach and they minister, when they're finished ministering, people will offer them a remuneration. They will give them a blessing. They will bless them sometimes. If you don't get a blessing, okay, well, you move right along. It's not to say that you're depending on that, but we have to try to understand that there's a lot that goes into the artists preparing for what it is that they do. So I really just wanted to provide some clarity on that.
Well, I'm happy you're providing some clarity. Now, Pastor Judy, everybody's concerned as to who's paying the bill here, because it seems that government is integrally involved in this. And why?
There are sponsors. There are companies that are sponsoring that. We are, as a matter of fact, there's a whole group who is involved in the organization of that. Locally. And there are people who are sponsoring. There are sponsors who are sponsoring.
So it's not just government. Your point is not just government. Yes.
No.
No, I'm getting your point. That's what I'm asking the question, because people are asking who's paying the bill.
Yeah? Government. No, it's not just government. There are sponsors who are coming together to sponsor the event.
All right.
We even are approaching local businesses for sponsorship as well.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yes, and the whole thought of it being a free event initially. When we met as a committee, we thought that we should go ahead and charge for it. However, as it is the first event of its kind, we felt that it would be necessary to give everybody an opportunity to come and to worship and to pray.
Okay.
Some of the headliners you have there, on the event, who's going to be performing. If you had to put a price tag on it, could be a little steep. So what we thought is that the initial event, let us give everybody the opportunity to come together as we launch this first time for the first year, to give everybody the opportunity to come together and praise. But what we have done is that we have put something where you can give a contribution. Those who are able to, those who are willing to, we can give a contribution, and then that contribution is going to go to a worthy cause, like one of the homes for the elderly, or one of the children's homes. That's what was discussed, and that will be done publicly too. So there's going to be a level of accountability. Whatever is we pick up from the Gospel Council, and who it will be going to, the places it will be going to. So that's the whole.
Another question before you go. I know a lot of people are calling me at this time. I suspect we'll continue that conversation tomorrow. Why is the government the organizer of this gospel concert and not the churches? A lot of people, of pastors are complaining why the government is involved on this gospel concert and not just the churches. Yes.
The government is not the only people involved, and that's what under the government is not the one calling the event or pulling the event or deciding the event. I told you that a group of us as pastors met and we discussed this, and then we opened it for all pastors. We sent correspondence to all the pastors so that they can join the discussion, and persons chose not to come to it. So when you choose not to come to it and we proceed, we're not going to not proceed because people did not come.
Okay. Now,
and like I said to you, we have betrayal. There have been many people whose discussions have been had with, and they chose not to come and said that they felt not to be a part of it. So
you invited most of the churches in Dominica to be part of this.
All of the churches,
all of them.
Of the churches were invited to join the discussion.
I get your point. So everybody is invited, but again, Pastor, if you will, I just want to give you a chance to close the discussion this afternoon there before we go. I know it will continue, but I just want to give you a chance to close up, and I'm happy that you called. Okay, Apostle?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, to share. I really appreciate that. I felt that I should bring some clarity because I felt that it was, some of the points discussed, I guess, where there is not sufficient information, then naturally we will always, suggest or perceive things. But I really wanted to just bring some of the information out. So I want to encourage everybody to come out to the gospel Glory in Paradise. I believe that we're going to have a wonderful time there. You have really well-known ministers like Minister Sinach and Dante Bo, Travis Green, some of these, all of these music ministers. We listen to them and we play their music in our churches. All of these ministers, we sing their songs every Sunday on our pulpits. And so, we're getting the opportunity for them to be able to come to us live, and we can come in there free of charge. However, I would encourage us to walk with a seed offering so that we are able to be a blessing, in the nation somewhere. But I really want
somebody again. I asked the question before, but some people are not paying attention. Who are the businesses paying? You said you are sponsors paying for this artist, because this artist costs a lot of money. People want to know who's paying for the artist. Quickly before you go, can you clarify that as we move along?
I don't have the list before me. It's a committee of us, but what I can do, we can eventually get that and speak about it. But I don't have the list before me as we speak. But I am clear that there are lots of members of the committee and persons who are approaching people locally and internationally for the funding to be able to get this to happen. Also, the government is also being part of this. But Matt, I want to say something here on that. It's not a bad thing when leaders of a country are willing to sow into a time of worship and praise, and they're not the ones who called for it. And so it's not a bad thing that a government and a people are willing to sow into a time of worship and praise, and to be able to put on an event like this, because it is pretty expensive to run it. And we don't complain when the world does what they do. We don't complain when the world comes out to have a big time, and they do it excellently. So what is wrong if the church comes together, and what is wrong if the government sponsors it or sows into it? I believe that nothing is wrong with that. There's another thing that I really want us to be mindful of, is that the Bible says in the New Testament, in the book of Peter, that God has called us to be kings and priests unto Him. And there was in the Old Testament where you will find that the job of kings would be to dominate over civil affairs and civil matters, and the job of priests would be to operate over spiritual matters. The Bible says in Jesus we are both kings and priests, and so it's okay if a minister of government is a believer. It's not a bad thing if a minister of government serves God. It's not a bad thing if a minister of government is a born again believer and would take his or her beliefs into the government and hoping that the government would be willing to participate in things that give glory and honor unto God. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, and we should praise God for that.
All right,
As we climax Black History Month, we'll have to take a look at the steel pan this Friday from 10:45 on the big station Q95 FM. Special guest, elder statesman, the legendary Afotai Afimate. As we delve into the history of the steel pan, the glory days, the challenges faced by the instrument and the movement, the importance of the pan in our caterpillar, the way forward. The only instrument to be created in the Caribbean, evolving from African drumming traditions and the social, cultural, and political struggles of the 1930s. The steel pan movement in Dominica by Afimate, from Esso to Vauxhall Steel and Eric Sammonites, Chocolate County and more, to the special Asta Fantapan, Pan in Harmony and more. Remembering the Litz, Eddie Andre, Pancho, Alan Errol, and others. Steel Pan in Dominica on the Creole Helmet this Friday on the big station Q95 FM from 10:45. Hosted by Ambassador Prince Rex. Special guest, Afi Apatan Mate. A look at the steel pen.
All right, Dominica, we're here. The discussion continues. On the line with me for his reaction there, Pastor Randy Rodney. I heard he spoke out about this before, and I guess he'll do it again this morning there for a few minutes. Good morning. Yes, more pastors. Good morning to you, sir. How are you, Pastor Rodney?
A very good morning to you, Madam. How are you doing?
I'm here observing what's going on around me. So tell
You must not just observe, you must get involved in what's going on and provide your input as a seasoned journalist.
So
Don't you think?
I think so on some occasions, but sometimes I like to be the middleman, trying to listen to all sides, yeah?
Okay, I don't mind being a middleman, but middleman must always, establish point of reference. But Matt, I want to first commend Apostle Jody Andrew, especially for her closing comments.
Yes.
That she had with you. I did not repeat that. The Church of God must have a place. And by design, it does have a place in the well-being of people, in the holistic growth and health of people. And that's what I would say. So I commend on that. But I need to establish some facts. And that's why I say people like you, as a media person, you need to be able to provide that kind of information. Matt, this is not the first gospel festival that government has gotten involved in Dominica. So let's first eradicate that notion. Okay? 1998, Reunion 98 in Dominica. The then government, under the aegis of the National Development Corporation, chaired by Sheridan Gregoire, Mr. G, organized during November for the Christian community to have its own say, put it that way, knowing that there was always going to be 3 nights of pulsating ribbons. And I guess at the time, Julie Timothy, who I had a personal conversation with at the time, felt that the 3 nights of Creole Festival eclipses or takes away people who are gospel people. Here's what they did. The NDC corresponded with the Dominica Association of Evangelical Churches, a registered body that brings churches together since 1981. They communicated with that organization, asked, could you undertake to do so and so and so and so? I was General Secretary of the association at the time. I was mandated by the executive to spearhead that, and they allowed me to rope in a committee of people who would assist. We roped in people from across evangelical churches where we required the requisite talent, and I mentioned people like Erickson LeBlanc from Portsmouth, Neville Graham, Franklin Bradshaw, to name a few. We roped in these people. We organized it. It was organized by the Evangelical Association. We did bring, I think Bernard Joseph, if I recall, or somebody like this, spoke a word at the first night. We had an English night and we had a Creole night. We had 2 nights. Now, the government did not decide it, and I heard her say it was requested by a few pastors. Maybe that is so. Maybe that is so. But the government is at the head of this. The government is using itself and its agents, right, to do this. Check the flyer and you will see that. Okay? The flyer doesn't speak of any sponsorship or part sponsorship. That, be that as it may, put that aside. Here's the ethical thing here. The government then recognized that there is an institution, a group that represents the evangelical community, and they worked through them. Okay? Difference today. This government has snubbed the Evangelical Association. This government has decided that they will not work with the Evangelical Association. Somebody said it was because Randy Rodney was the president. Well, Randy Rodney resigned as the president, and they still don't. So they have decided to work with a few pastors. And Pastor Jody is right. They're working with a few pastors. And that is left to the imagination of people as to what that is, right? Now, understand that if they are working with a few pastors because they have felt that they have this courage of firing at the group, the institution that represents the evangelical community, there is something ethically wrong with that. Okay? There is something institutionally wrong with that. There's something structurally wrong with that. Because what you do is you go to undermine, like we have seen in the country, every already established institution so that you have your way in doing what you want. So problem number one. Problem number two. I don't know that I received any correspondence except December 15th. I got an invitation from an unknown number to join a group of clergy. I don't do that, Matt. I don't join something I don't know. So it was a blank invitation. It wasn't addressed to me. It was a blanket email to a few numbers that asked me to join a group of clergy. I didn't join that. Because for me, if you want me to join, especially something like that, for example, you've got to have a little bit of respect, man. You have my number. Send me a message. Send me a note. Say, this is what we want. This is what. And that was December 15th. Huh? I didn't join that. Okay? Now, I'm sure there are other pastors who didn't join that. I'm sure there are other pastors who didn't do it. In fact, I resigned from the association on December 11th, 2024. Right? The current president has received no correspondence, neither the general secretary. Okay? As far as my information goes in the official capacity as president and secretary. So you did that. Obviously, if anybody is like me who feels that you need to have respectability for people and you want to correspond to them, you pick up your phone and call them. You send them a message, Matt. You send them a note. You don't just send a blanket saying us to join. The next correspondence I got was sometime in January asking me to announce or whatever this issue. No, I didn't pay mind to that. I don't know what that is. Okay? The third time I got correspondence, in fact, I was on the telephone to the PS who called me because she heard my comments on Kingdom Connection. My church youth group was mentioned at the launch of this thing, Matt. And I'm giving that to you because I want you to see how this thing has gone, right? I don't know anything about it. I'm the pastor of the church. I don't know anything about it. I spoke to my youth pastor. He doesn't know. I spoke to the youth group. They don't know. I said, well, that's okay. I said nothing until I referenced it on my program. The problem is that the government of Dominica over the years is known to do things for its own benefit and for the benefit of nobody else but itself. Everybody in Dominica will know that everything that the Dominican Labour Party does in government is to aggrandize itself, to make itself popular, to get people on it. And they will use any means necessary to do that, including gospel events, including pastors, including churches. And my humble view is that if you want to do something and the idea, the objective is right, do it right. Finally, Matt, the government snubbed the association by inviting its president to pray at the national parade, something that was introduced again, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, the truth is true, by Edison James and his advisor at the time, retired priest Alexander, where the Evangelical Association and the Christian Council would come to team up to do the scripture reading and the prayer at the national rally. That has been going on since 1996. For some reason, the government decided to change it. And then matters was the president of the association receives an invitation to do that, receives an invitation to go to the activity, arranges with the Christian Council as to how we're going to do this. He arrives at the parade, and the then cabinet secretary, in a very rude and of the cuff way, says, "No, we have somebody else to pray, and if you want, you can sit over there." And the president left. Right? The association wrote the government, the prime minister, the minister of culture, all of them, to say this is what happened, and the cabinet secretary. We would like you to give us an explanation or an apology for snubbing the president. To this day, they have answered. The association has written the government on several issues, good, the bad, and the ugly. The only ones they responded to was when the association joined the government in the whole question of the Bobbery issue, and now the question of the abortion challenge that's in the court. Outside of that, they don't answer, which means that they are systematically, from their perspective, doing everything possible to undermine the work of the Evangelical Association in Dominica. Now, I don't care which pastor that supports the government in that regard. Think again. You need to think again of doing this thing and know how you do it, because there's an ethical problem in that. And from my Bible's perspective, there is another problem with that, in that you are aligning with that which is not godly, and you are against that which is godly. So in my humble view, Matt, already I've decided that this thing is politically inspired, is Dominica Labour Party inspired, and as a consequence, personally, I will not go to it. I don't tell big people what to do. They can go to whatever they want, and of course, you have a lineup of 7 international artists. Of course, you can go to it if you want to go and watch it, and if you want to do that. Randy Rodney will not go, and if somebody asks me, I will give them the same answer, and that's where I stand, because if anybody knows anything about me, I do everything by a particular principle. And my humble view is, if you cannot do it right, I'm not going to applaud for you. I'm not going to clap for you if you cannot do it right. It doesn't matter if it's the bishop or whoever that supports this. It doesn't matter to me. If you cannot do it right, then something is wrong with it. And I'm saying this whole event is being done just as the others. Just as the others, to undermine institutions and to get people to say, oh, yeah, we're doing something right. You can do something right, but do it well, Mochi. The Bible says, righteousness exalts a nation. Right wayness, that's what the word means. It doesn't mean holiness. In that context, it means right wayness. Do it right. And for the love of God, if you cannot organize a gospel festival right, what can you do right?
So what do you think, Pastor Rodney, is the objective of this festival?
Matt, I am of the view, and that's my personal opinion,
Okay.
that this has been part and parcel of a campaign to win the hearts of the people. Dominican Labour Party has everything that they've done is always to win the hearts of the people. Win the hearts of the people for the next election. Win the hearts of the people for the next election. Win the hearts of the people. And that's what that is. Do you remember how many gospel concerts we have had here organized by the government, Matt? Do you remember Donnie McClurkin?
Mm-hmm.
Shirley Caesar? You remember that Donnie McClurkin came on the stage wearing a Labour Party jacket, Labour Katwalai?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I remember that.
Come on. So tell me, how do you want me or anybody with a modicum of sense to think anything differently? Tell me. Except somebody, the Labour Party, my friend the Prime Minister, says, guys, that is how it is. And well, I don't think the Prime Minister should do that either, because, sometimes he says things and you have to wonder if it's true or not true. What I'm saying is that's what we have seen. That's what we have done. And nothing in that tells you otherwise. Absolutely nothing. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. Matt, what is it?
It's a duck.
It's a dock. And this one is also a dock. And that's where I stand on. All right?
All right.
But like I said, I commend Apostle Judy for her final comments, and she's right. She's principally correct that God's people must have a say in the business of national development, and all of us, our say must be to make sure that things are done right. Do it properly. Okay?
All right. Pastor
Thanks,
Rod,
Matt.
thank you. Thank you. On the hello, talk to me, yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. What's the lady? Who are the sponsors? Not one sponsor she can name. She can have named one sponsor. Anyway, have a blessed day.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. There's another pastor that I need to talk to. There's another pastor involved in of course, the organizing of the big event. His name is Pastor Samuel Augustine. Pastor Augustine, I'm sure you've heard of the controversy involved organizing this big gospel concert on the weekend. Can you share a little more with us?
Oh, well, good morning, Martin. Good morning to everyone who's listening. Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing of the controversy, and we're not even sure why there should be a controversy.
Okay.
You know, since we have all been praying for a long while that bigger and better things will be done in our nation where the gospel is concerned. And we see this one as one of those times when something truly remarkable is being planned for the nation. And I'm not even sure why there is so much controversy about it. Maybe you can enlighten me.
Well, it appears that people are somewhat concerned as to maybe why this Labour Party is taking so much interest in that event, or why are we not prepared to say who the sponsors are?
Well, I mean, I think it says clearly on the flyer that the government of Dominica is sponsoring the event, and that I think the pastor who called yesterday, Pastor Jody, she did share with the audience that, you know, we sat down around a table and we did, you know, pray and put much effort and energy into find out what can we do, you know, to ensure that the Lord receives more glory in our nation, you know, and this concert came up as something that we can do, and not just as a concert, but as a festival, something that can and showcase, you know, our young talents, as well as bringing international artists, you know, but also in a big way to give our young talents a bigger stage to show to demonstrate their talents on, and so we see it as something truly remarkable and something where I believe that God will show Himself strong. You know, the presence of God is a big thing for us. And we believe the presence of God will be there, bringing liberty and deliverance to many as we celebrate Him entirely during that season.
So it's not just about praise in gospel, but it's praise and, of course, talk and deliverance, yeah?
Well, there'll be prayer sessions. There'll be choir singing. There will be I think some dances will be put on. So it's a whole event that is not just focusing on just a show, or just entertainment. It's something that we really want the presence of God to come and touch lives in a very big way. I mean, I know that sometimes people do not always verbalize their need for God, but pastors are inundated every day with calls for prayer, for help, for deliverance. And if God is assisting, if the government is assisting us to put something like this in play, I think it should be welcomed. It should be embraced in a big way. That as we come and we gather together as one people, as we gather as one nation, that maybe our Lord would show up in a mighty way and bring peace and bring strength and bring deliverance to many persons who come. I know that many persons know sometimes just by attending a gathering of that magnitude and the presence of God is there, just by being there and the corporate anointing falls, there can be such strength given to persons. Strength, not just for what they're going through right now, but what they will go through even throughout the rest of the year, that God can deposit something into their lives at that time. I think it's going to be a phenomenal time where people will be touched by the Lord and receive strength to continue serving Him.
You also said something about, promoting local talents. That's an opportunity for local gospel artists to promote their talents, yes?
Yes, indeed. And I mean, when you look at the World Creole Music Festival, we have some wonderful persons who started there. Yeah, they did quite a bit of work on the outside, one of our big names, Asa Danton. He did this gentleman, what a wonderful character. He did so much work on his own. But when the stage was given to him, he has taken his talent, so far. What if that can happen to many of our local talents as they get recognized on a stage like this? It would be a phenomenal thing for our nation on a whole.
Well, again, I just want to say congratulations to the team organizing this activity. And at this stage, if I'm home and you want to convince me to come, why should I come?
Well, Matt, I believe that person should come down because the whole thing is dubbed Glory in Paradise. And if you know anything about glory, it speaks of the manifest presence of the Lord. And that's what we are seeking that's what we are praying, that's what we are fasting for. Churches are praying and churches are fasting and pastors are crying out to God. Lord, we've had our fete and we've had this and we've had that. We just came out from carnival. Now, Lord God, show us your glory in our nation. That those of us who maybe are struggling and are going through difficult times, that they can receive a touch from you, even through music, that they can, even through dance, even through pantomime, they can receive a touch from you and just be strengthened to go out for the rest of the year. So I'm saying, come down, come not just to support, not just to be part of this, but come because a deposit might be given to you by the Almighty God Himself, strengthening you to go through another month, another few months, another year as we journey as human beings on this earth. So that is the reason I'm saying come, that you can be part of this and receive something from God, a divine energy, a divine touch that can enable you to continue to journey with Him.
All right, Pastor. Thank you very much this morning for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Bye-bye.
Setting clear standards, licensing, and
the artist performing at the big festival.
Jesus, there's nothing I'm complete in the mighty name of Jesus. I am secure. Jesus now. We are changing levels. moving forward, oh, making progress, definitely. Seeking for the kingdom. It's Jesus, there is nothing, nothing wrong, nothing missing. Nothing of Jesus.
All right, let's go back to the telephone at this time. Hello, talk to me. Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Madam, listening to these two people speak, the one from yesterday and from this morning, as it just, and you can hear their response to certain questions, Matt. They have a problem with getting the answers, speaking out straight, as opposed to when they're speaking about something else. Just listen to the speech, how they're talking. They're having problems. They're searching around for specific words to say. Especially when you ask about if the government is sponsoring, they can't give you a straight answer. And when they talk about any other thing, you hear them speaking straight. So these people have something to hide somewhere, and I'm going to look for it.
Saying these people have something to hide. 449-3095, 96 and 97. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Hello, man. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man. Man, these pastors, all these guys, they're just corrupt and they being money. All these guys, is being money. But then again, I saw the Prime Minister and his wife in a video promoting violence in Dominica. Have a gun, saying if you mess with me, I will give it to you. So what do you have to say about that?
What does who have to say about that?
Them know my story, them know fit deny. Oh, it's not by power, certainly not by might. You have done for me what no man can do. So this is my song, I'm grateful. My heart is full from that.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes,
Good morning, Mr. Pelty.
Morning.
I pick up two signals in this both people speaking.
Okay.
The signal I pick up there, the lady said, if they are having their Creole festival, whatever festival they have, the way that she said it, like if they can have they can have their own too. The second one is that look at so much problem Dominicans going through all the time. They calling and pastors, they calling people. Nobody opening their mouth and saying nothing except Pastor Rodney, Pastor Thing, and a few little pastors who open their mouth shut. But here is an event coming in. Everybody calling in to say this. Mr. Pelter, I do not want to tell you a lie, not to say anything bad on anybody. But the Bible says light and darkness cannot. And the trouble is that things, you cannot mix things. Christians were told about there that you in our Christianity to raise our own fund and get a way to sing the things of God. Because if you read in the book when Solomon was building, David makes sure he takes things that was belong to God and to build the church of God. You understand, to build the temple. And then he gave to Solomon and so on, but way down Solomon make a mess of himself. But what I'm trying to say there, you do not mean, I don't say that you cannot have a crusade and these things there. But he's saying if people could hear. Let me tell you that, Mr. Pelte, that's the end of it, I'm going to tell you. People do not, even though they hear these dancing and they're doing everything, they go back to the same mess. It is some of them, it's as the Bible said that they vomit and they go back and eat their own vomit. So we must learn to seek God, have the spirit of discernment, so that we will discern what is of God and what is not of God. We will make a lot of jumble, but I do pray when the crusade over, Dominica will change right around. Thank you very much. The gospel concept. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. On the telephone, yes, 9:15. Talk to me. Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
You see, all the time, Dominicans getting blows, demonstration, all kind of things. Police arresting people. We don't hear no pastor. None of them open their mouth and say nothing. Now, all of a sudden, all pastors wake up. because the government is sponsoring a gospel show. But that is just, well, I don't know what to call that.
All right, thank you very much. On the telephone, 449-3095-9697. Let's do this, and we'll come back. Thank you.
Courts is having a massive yard sale. 2 days old. Teju Silva. Friday, February 27th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, February 28th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get furniture, appliances, electronics, plus Radio Shack tech and gadgets. Everything must go to Bagay Boale. No holds or later pickups. Purchase and live with it on purchase. I'll say Bikite Machines, so you promise me that. Should catch a credit and walk out with these credits before they are gone. It's a massive yard sale at Courts Distribution Center, Kenfield, formerly Bracing Mats Building. Friday, February 27th and Saturday, February 28th. Tutmund, Vinicote Courts. Bracing Mats Show. Badwini SMD. Terms and conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
It's in the feeling and I beat up. It's in the minute and I was back. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause get rid of all that keeps body pain. Together going strong. No matter what we keep things going. Before we will go home. Hands up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Government in 5. I am Dion Jira Smith.
Anytime, whatever you're doing, stop. You confirm to exercise your right, your vote, your party, your responsibility. This fresh confirmation process gives you the power and authority to choose your candidate. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. Go exercise your right. The professor unbouge vote. Recomptez toujours devant. Your vote is important. Make it count. You make first communion. Now is your time to confirm. To vote. Your Patricia Terry Shirley T-Boy Lucia Kami already confirmed. Hurry, join the confirmation process. Make sure your name is big and bold on the electors list. Go and register in your nice you can go. Make sure you walk with your witness in your polling station who is already registered. Do it early, do it fast, do it now. Call the confirmation hotline at 617-9595 275-8164. Do it because that makes you 100% Dominican.
Quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunglass juices, Thomas Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Stones by P.H. Williams. COVID-19 now. People saving loads of money. It's written in pocket. It's written in wallet. It's written in budget. From now until the final day mark says you pay for all of your stolen building blocks. Then you come back and pick it up when you're ready. You have 9 months to pick it up. So wait, leave it there. We'll take everything for you. That's it. We never must matter together. And you can back to your veranda. You can get a new black. You can get a little extension. You know, fill it leg long. Increase the bedroom because he's just coming out outside the bed. And he's just have a hole. Go to PH Williams and save a big time.
Tout le monde. Vini pour ce côté. PH Williams, ça c'est qu'une ville à côté Rockaway.
Come double up, maximize pay for it. Leave it then you come back in 9 months. That you are back in 9 months for the baby to born. Patricia antibody. They're sleeping sweet tonight on that sweet 16 deal. Only at P.H. Williams. Leaders in every construction. But it will happen anytime. Whatever you're doing, stop. Are you confirmed to exercise your right, your vote, your party, your responsibility? This fresh confirmation process gives you the power and authority to choose your candidate. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. Go exercise your right. Déposez ça un bougez vote. Précomptez ou toujours devant. Your vote is important. Make it count. You make first communion. Now is your time to confirm. To vote. Your Patricia Terry Shirley T-Boy Lucia Cameron already confirmed. Hurry, join the confirmation process. Make sure your name is big and bold on the electors list. Go and register in the nice you can go. Make sure you work with your witness from your polling station who is already registered. Do it early, do it fast, do it now. Call the confirmation hotline at 617-9595 or 275-8164. Do it because that makes you 100% Dominican.
Sweet 16 is coming.
Dad, I turned 16 last year. Why are you still talking about my sweet 16?
For me, Dad, I still have 4 more years till I turn 16.
Hold on, girls. I'm not referring to your birthdays, okay? I'm just excited that PH Williams and Company's Super Sweet 16 sale is back after 6 long years. You see, construction costs high. And thanks to that deal, I get to save a lot of money that I can put towards your education. At birthday parties, you've asked for it. Now you've got it. From February 9 to March 6, enjoy 16% discount on any quantity of sand, aggregate, and concrete blocks. Not quite ready for delivery? No problem. You've got up to November 30. Just pay for your items within the promotional period, February 9 to March 6. Visit PH Williams and Company Limited at Rockaway Canefield. Telephone 449-1112, 449-1251, 75-0636. Conditions apply.
It's 9:22 in the morning. On the telephone, 923, talk to me. Yes, good morning.
Mark, good morning. This is Bernard Morrow from Massac.
Hi, Bernard, how you doing?
I'm very good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good for now.
Well, let me tell you something. We too damn hypocrite in that country. And I what weeks was a more religious man than that, but he just disappointed me. We just came out in an event. We just came out in an event, a carnival event, a satanic event, and you're telling me days after you coming to have a gospel festival, all those naked people, all those kind of bitches, and all those kind of nonsense that was running, and then they go into gospel festival. My brother, I would like Iran to misguide a bomb and let it fall on that fuck. I'm sorry, I almost say a bad word there, but I would like a misguided bomb from Iran to fall right in that bloody stadium. Yeah, because my brother,
that's been violent. I don't want to encourage that kind of language. Okay.
My brother, we're too hypocrite in the country. We just finished having a devilish activity like carnival. Mr. Go and he go right in Rome for the Pope to put devil on him, and then those kind of people, they come in and plan a gospel festival. Can Satan can Satan do anything good, brother?
Okay, caller, thank you very much. 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. Somebody says here, the church has become a business, not a place of focus on the Creator. It's a reality. More churches have more worse things become if people don't do everything of what happens. The Creator is not coming to save not one. Humans have to fend and fight for their own survival, and Creator will intervene when it's ready and how it wants. Churches has become the devil's nest, and we see it everywhere. Only solution, everyone seeks out Creator for themselves. The devil is with the most fluent persons. Every time I see the gym instructor on Facebook reading my Bible and giving a word for the day, Next thing I know, I'm hearing about this. Anyway, people will say what they want. How many gospel concerts, somebody's asking their national prayer, has Dominica had over the last 15 years? Did Dominica get better? Stop wasting your time. Somebody says they saw the prime minister and his wife promoting violence with this wall of guns in Carnival. Another note there. On the telephone, 926. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, man. Good morning.
Morning to you, morning.
How you doing, man? See me a lot with you, man.
Hi, how you doing, Simeon? How you doing? How you doing?
It's been a long while. We have not
Long,
spoken.
long time. I was surprised to hear your voice this morning. Yes, good morning.
I know, but I do follow your programs anyway. You know that.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
Yeah, I have to just say, Matt, that it is rather unfortunate that interesting thing like the really religious people coming together to plan an event have to turn out in such controversy. I mean, the government we know, and I am, as you know, I am the public relations officer of the Dominica Labour Party.
Yes.
I have never been engaged in any discussion within the Labour Party that had to do with any sort of event like what is happening for the weekend as a Labour Party event. I heard about the activity just in the very same manner like you heard about it, where as a person who is involved in being a talk show host myself on Kyrie FM, I was asked to promote the event because the event is coming up on a particular date without even having any prior knowledge of the event. Now, I listened to the various religious persons who have called into your program to speak about how the event came about. And I also listened to Pastor Rodney this morning speaking back to Reunion 88, where Mr. G. Sheridan Gregoire and himself and others were involved in organizing activities of such, saying that it is not the first time that these events have happened. And so I am saying to myself, Carnival comes, the government is involved in sponsoring Carnival. Whether Labour or UWP or whichever other political party, whoever wants to participate and goes and jump and have fun and goes to their home and visitors come, they have fun. Government is involved in sponsoring Creole Festival, whether it is Creole in the Park. We all go and we enjoy it, we have fun, and we go back to our respective homes, and there is never a controversy over why is the government sponsoring these events. As I heard from one of the pastors, I mean, they were planning this thing. It's very expensive to plan such an activity. They turned to the government to ask for sponsorship, and not the Labour Party. As I said, this is not a Labour Party event, because I would be privileged to internal information if the Labour Party was planning this. So,
but you're admitting that the Labour Party is a major sponsor. You would say that, yes?
Not the Labour Party.
The government.
As I said,
okay, the government. Okay.
Because as I said, the Labour Party has not been involved in planning this event. And I would be privileged to that information. So that's why I'm saying I heard about it in the very like manner like yourself. When the event was planned and ad was prepared, I was asked to promote it. So I'm saying that what even if the government of Dominica have to sponsor such an event, there should not be a controversy in it. There are people who do not participate in Carnival, but they too may need a festival that they will go to and praise and worship. And they appreciate these things. I go to St. Lucia all the time, but as you know, my family, my second half is from St. Lucia. Over the past 10 years, I've been in and out of St. Lucia. Every year for the Jazz Festival in St. Lucia, there is a segment of the event that is sponsored by the government for the religious segment of St. Lucia, because there are people who do not participate in the other activities, but they too look forward to an activity that they will go to. And so there is an annual praise and worship festival that is designed by nature for the citizenry. Now, in this case, they even charge a fee to come to the event. And it is always a success because there are a lot of people, as I said, who do not go to the other events, but they look forward to an event that can be designed by nature for them. I mean, I want to congratulate the folks and them who came together to really plan this event, particularly for this segment of our nation. And we should not, as citizens of Dominica, make politics, shadow our vision when it comes to God. Because we all have sinned and come short of the glory. And we all do bad things at some given point in our life. But we go to God to ask for forgiveness. We go to pray to God because we want God to clear our path. So in a nation, you need prayers, you need constant prayers and more prayers and more prayers. And so I will not condemn any person or try to bring or belittle any person who believes that they have a will by God. And it is Pastor Rodney who once said in his church, in his preaching, that he who have no sins cast the first stone, And that was because there were those who were condemning him once upon a time through a statement that was made on your very program about him. So I said to myself, I have no difficulty with this activity. I welcome it. I'm even happy that such famous people like Sinak and other religious people are able to come here and give us this time. As they said, it is a show where you only have to make a contribution to come in and worship. So those who feel they do not want to participate in it, that's their choice. But don't be so aggressive or try to bring controversy, because none of these people who are attempting to create controversy in why the government is sponsoring this religious event do not call the radio and create controversy as to why the government is also sponsoring carnival and other activities. So I believe, we as a nation.
Well, but again, I just want to ask you there, because a lot of people are suggesting, Simeon, I'm happy you called, that in this gospel concert being planned for the weekend, there's an ulterior motive. Like, in other words, maybe you guys may be doing this to get support for elections to come. Can you speak to that?
Matt, the Labour Party doesn't have to do that for elections to come. When the Labour Party plans its elections, the Labour Party will decide who it brings in its campaign and who it does not bring. You will recall in the past, we have invited religious people to have a religious night in our campaign. That is where the Labour Party is concerned. And this is something we have no apology for, because we have a segment of our supporters who ask for this sort of things. So we will bring, like we bring Carrie Me, we bring Donnie McCain. The Labour Party, of course, have no difficulty. That's part of that, the Labour Party. And the Labour Party, as I said to you, based on the track record, do not have to plan this. And this particular event, I'm saying, has nothing really to do with the Labour Party. It is, as was said by the pastors, it is something from since last year. They have been conceptualizing and planning, and they finally were able to decide on a date and come up with it. But not because it is the government that is sponsoring it for those who may not support the Labour Party, to turn it into a political matter and to say that it is the Labour Party. No. When the Labour Party had Donnie McCain in Dominica, at the show, there were UWP rights at the event, Matt. They were wearing their UWP T-shirts at the Donnie McCain event, but that was a Labour Party event. And nobody turned them away because, I mean...
So you're saying categorically this event happening on the weekend is not a Labour Party planned event? No.
But it is between God, you, and all of us in Dominica. This is not a Labour Party event. The people, as the pastor rightly said, plan the event. The government obviously can sponsor like every other person can sponsor. They apply to the government, and the government agreed to give them the sponsorship in financing and facilitating, because this is an event the government would want to encourage. As you know, this is a government that encourage National Day of Prayer annually, because we believe that praying for the nation and calling the people together and bringing peace and love and understanding among our citizens is something that is very important.
All right, Simeon, we'll take you out on that note, but thank you very much for calling this program this morning. I do appreciate 9:36. Call again sometime. Let's take a voice note. Thank you, Simeon. Thank you.
Hi, Matt. Good morning to you.
Good
and
morning
all
to
Dominicans.
Good morning.
Matt,
Yeah.
I listened to the explanation of Jody
Yes.
and the reasons the government has initiated the gospel concert to the point where it looks like they have decided to make it an annual event under the title of gospel tourism. Matt, I want to ask unassuming Dominicans, who I know most of them claim Christianity and see no problems with that behavior of the government, since they believe it is a righteous act. Some will even say anything for God. But Matt, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Not because I don't believe in Christian principles, but simply on the merit that this government is venturing into the parameters of where they are not called. Matt, the church has an obligation to lead the sheep, to lead the nation spiritually, and not the government. That is not the role of the government, Matt. So how did they plan to have the gospel concert as an event of the government, then invite the church pastors, then expect them to come, they expect them to attend? Are they for real, Matt? Are they for real? Matt, the government has an obligation. Let me tell you what government obligation is. It is to provide goods and services for the people who have elected them to make their lives better. Any impartial Dominican will tell you that that government, this government under the regime of Roosevelt's carrot, that's now tracking into territorial waters of church responsibilities and obligations, have negated their responsibilities in providing healthcare for Dominicans, where they can walk out of the hospital 90% of the time opposed to dying. They have not provided a better way of life for Dominicans economically. What is the unemployment rate among the youth? How have they created a thriving economy within the environment of the private sector? What does democracy look like on the face of the country when Dominica can't even get honest electoral reform? People are dying because Dominica is not equipped with proper ambulances to transport the sick and the injured, Matt. They can't fix the roads. There are certain areas where there are always accidents. What have they done to remedy such? There are people who still live under vulnerable conditions since Hurricane Maria. They haven't created any income generating, they haven't created an income generating economy for Dominica. They cannot do what they were elected to do, but they are here talking about concerts and spiritual tourism. Are these people for real? So, Matt, those people will take their time and diminish everything into red, dirty politics. And I can go on the Yes We Care program, the NEP program, electoral reform, the housing project. The welfare department has become Labour Party Red Clinic. Government is directly in a dirty competition with the private sector, killing all the private sector businesses. Governments have to bury your dead. They owe all the funeral homes. Your pasa paye. So what the hell? They own Dominica then, Matt. And there is nothing wrong with that behavior once it comes under the banner of Christianity. No, Matt, that is dictatorship and blindness of the people. That is what they are doing. They're exploiting the blindness of the people, Matt. Matt, that cannot be right. It is not right, that kind of takeover where government want to assume every aspect of society, including the spiritual aspect of the country. It is wrong. It is wrong, Matt. That cannot be right. They need to know their place. They are not called. That is not their place. They need to go and fix the country so that Dominicans can live in peace. Dominicans can live working for a fair wage. Dominicans don't have to run to Antigua and run to St. Kitts and run to other neighboring Caribbean islands that are not better, that they were not better than Dominica. They have nothing much more to offer than Dominica. Look at the kind of resources we have, our land, our water, our natural beauty, our organic foods. And Dominicans cannot live in Dominica, but they are here into another territory where they have no calling. Tell them to go and do what they were elected to do to make a better life for the Dominican people and to grow the economy. And let Dominica get back to milk and honey days. But Matt, it is sad because these people, they cannot implement anything for the benefit of Dominicans other than politics. Matt, this is just ridiculous what I'm hearing there this morning. Thank you.
The Steel Pan, first find it from 10:45 on the big station, Q95 FM. Special guest, elder statesman, the legendary African Afi Mate. As we delve into the history of the steel pan, the glory days, the challenges faced by the instrument and the movement, the importance of the pan in our caterpillar, the way forward. The only instrument to be created in the Caribbean, evolving from African drumming traditions and the social, cultural, and political struggles of the 1930s. The steel pan movement in Dominica by Afi Mate. From Esso to Vauxhall Steel and Eric Sammonites, Chocolate County and more. To this special Asta Fantapan, Pan in Harmony and more. Remembering the lists, Eddie, Andre, Pancho, Alan, Errol, and others. Steel Pan in Dominica on the Creole Helmet this Friday on the big station 295 FM from 10:45. Hosted by Ambassador Prince Walex. Special guest Afi Apaton Mate. A look at the steel pan.
Different phases in life, we move at a different pace. All we need is to be supported. That's when the baby's coming, business needs revamping, the new job started, and you need an outfit. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up.
Take advantage of NCCU's Momentum Loan and get the support you need for whatever stage you are in life with a tiered interest rate and exclusive emergency fund component. Let NCCU's Momentum hook you up. Call 255-2126. Email membercare@nccudominica.com or visit any NCCU location for more details. Your phase, your pace, our support.
I know my telephones are going off the hook, but we have a stop that we need to take at this time. We'll continue the conversation about 10 o'clock for another 10 minutes. This is the Hot Seat Dominica. Dominica's most talked about talk show. Stick around for our stop with the Muslim store.
To remodel your home? Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Locally born, locally grown.
The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for vehicles. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for appliances. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance.
Where am I going to find a necklace to match that dress? What do you mean where? Girl Muslim store. Where? You think I have $1 million to spend, man, my girl? No, girl, the Muslims have a wide variety of beautiful, luxurious, and affordable jewelry. Necklaces, rings, watches, earrings in gold, silver, and even gold filled. Plus, there's a 35% discount on all jewelry. All that then. Girl, hurry up, they're closing for 40. Visit us today on 18 Old Street, Roseau. Muslim store, locally born, locally grown.
From the cradle to the grave, you don't want to be afraid. You need a loan you want to stay. You want from my visitors today. With a commitment to quality. Therefore you and me was on the family, but now with the community. Making life easy, like a no matter who you are, you can benefit. When you bring your mortgage
with rates as low as 5% and loans for all your needs.
Open an MRA.
Save for your golden years and take advantage of our savings product.
We will finance your business.
Checking accounts, small business loans, wire transfers, and so much more.
NCTU all the way.
Your community financial partner.
NCTU.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Long time. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing?
You're looking fresh and ready. I saw
Yeah,
you taking
man.
your little trip there during the carnival. Doing
Yeah,
your
man. I
thing.
had to enjoy the carnival. Carnival was nice, man. I enjoyed that.
That's good. That's good.
I really enjoyed that, man.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah,
so what's
man.
happening at the Muslim store this morning?
We have a lot happening, We have a lot. Let me just take the opportunity to shout out everybody out there listening to Q95, all the Matt listeners. Hope you guys enjoying your week. It's a beautiful day out there. So sending some good vibes out there to you straight from the Muslim store. And with that said, let me give you guys a friendly reminder that Universal Elegance February give back is still going on. If you spend $500 or more at any one of our stores, you'll get a chance to be the receiver of our February give back. If you want to enter, all you have to do is WhatsApp a photo of your receipt to 767-275-2132. I'll repeat the number for you. It is 767-275-2132. Just take a picture of your receipt if you spend more than $500 and WhatsApp it to that number. Make sure your name and contact number are clearly visible, and that's it. Shop, snap, and send, and you could be our next winner. All right, so that's our February give back. If you want to take advantage of that, you still have a few days left in February. If you're buying anything at any one of our stores, could be engineering, could be homes, or could be appliances, just take a picture of your receipt and you will be entered. As simple as that. Another thing I want to remind you guys, don't miss this Friday the 27th and Saturday the 27th only. We have a 2-day sale down at Universal Elegance Homes branch. So this is the branch opposite Issa Trading. Next to Issa Trading. We have a 2-day sale, half price, I should say, on wardrobes. So we have a 2-day sale on wardrobes, half price on all wardrobes for 2 days. That's the 27th and 28th, Friday and Saturday only. Modern style, spacious designs, and incredible savings, but for 2 days only. Upgrade your bedroom, storage, and save big. Half price on wardrobes this Friday and Saturday only at Universal Elegance Homes branch. Sleep better and save big this Saturday. All right, so we have another sale for you. On top of the wardrobe sale, we also have a sale on mattresses. This sale, however, is exclusive to Saturday, February 28th between 11 and 1 p.m. So this Saturday, February 28th only, Universal Homes branch is offering 1 day half price sale. So that's between 11 and 1 p.m. on all foam mattresses and spring mattresses. Get the comfort you deserve at 50% of the original price, but hurry, this deal is only for 2 hours. It's literally a 2-hour sale from 11 to 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon.
A lot of things happening there at the Muslim store, Dominica. We're going to get a quick break as usual, and we're coming right back with the Muslim store to tell you more. Stick around.
Your home. Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics, to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Locally born, locally grown.
The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for vehicles. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for appliances. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance.
Where am I going to find a necklace to match that dress? What do you mean where? Girl Muslim store. Where? You think I have $1 million to spend, man, my girl? No, girl, the Muslims have a wide variety of beautiful, luxurious, and affordable jewelry. Necklaces, rings, watches, earrings in gold, silver, and even gold filled. Plus, there's a 35% discount on all jewelry. All that then. Girl, hurry up, they're closing for 30. Visit us today on 18 Old Street, Roseau. Muslim store, locally born, locally grown.
Back to you.
Yes, okay. So we still have some more deals for you guys. Attention, fashion lovers. Universal Elegance Homes branch is having a grand clearance event on ladies' bags. Every bag must go. For a limited time, all bags are just $100 each. From chic everyday styles to elegant statement pieces, it's your chance to own designer inspired bags at an unbeatable price. Don't waste this total closeout on all bags. Once they are gone, they are gone. So visit Universal Elegance Homes branch today and grab your perfect bag. So that's $100 for all bags at our Homes branch. Something else you need to be aware of, save big at Universal Elegance Appliances this time. Appliances branch with 20% off on a wide range of essentials. Right now, enjoy 20% off all refrigerators, selected stoves, chillers, washers, dryers, and even restaurant equipment. So get down to the store today. This sale is going on today and it will end tomorrow when we close. That is Thursday afternoon. The sale is done. Whether you're upgrading your home or outfitting a business, this is the perfect time to invest and save. Don't miss out. So that's 20% off all refrigerators, selected stoves, chillers, washers, and restaurant equipment. Looking to upgrade your tech? Head over to Universal Elegance Appliances branch and enjoy 20% off all laptops and small computers. Perfect for work, school, or everyday use. Now is the time to get the performance you need at a great price. Don't miss these savings. Visit Universal Elegance Appliances branch today. And we still have even more savings for you. If you want to head over to our engineering branch, you can upgrade your ride and save at Universal Elegance Engineering branch. Right now, enjoy 20% of all rims, cash price only, from stylish upgrades to performance ready options. This is the perfect time to give your vehicle a fresh look. Don't miss out. 20% of all rims, cash only at Universal Elegance Engineering branch. And I have one more deal for you guys. Again, at the engineering branch, if you head down there and you want to buy an AC unit, we will offer you $100 of any AC unit. So any AC unit you want to buy, whether it's the portable one or whether it's the fixed one, head down there today. You have until tomorrow at the close of business and you will get $100 off any AC unit. How that sound, Matt?
Fantastic.
That's great, man. That's great. And a lot of people been taking advantage of that deal because it's been going on for the past few days, you know?
Okay, just have to plug in the wall right there.
Yes. And you have the portable one you could just move around with, you know? And we have the fixed ones.
So if you have a country house, you can take it to the country house.
You can take it to the country house. You can take it by the beach, wherever you go.
All right. So what else is present at the Muslim store for now?
So those are all the deals, you know, we have offering, you know. We have the bags at the home store. We have, I forgot to mention, we actually have sofas, 35% discount on sofas at our homes branch. So if you want to buy a brand new sofa for your house, now is the time to do that. You're getting 35% off any sofa you want to buy down at our homes branch.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back just for your closing comments and we'll take it from here. All right, Dominica, we're here with the Muslim store. Stick around.
It's to match that dress. What do you mean where? Girl Muslim store. Where? You think I have $1 million to spend, man, my girl? No girl.
Looking to remodel your home? Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics, to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Locally born, locally grown.
Place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for vehicles. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for appliances. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance.
On the telephone, yes, and of course we will come back in a minute, but let's get our closing comments from our brother there from the Muslim store.
Yes, so one more thing I want to advise all the guys that like to drive through Roseau with the loud sound system, banging the latest Booyah Live and really making noise in the place. Car audio enthusiasts, we have a brand new range of car audio stuff down there at our engineering branch. So you can head down there. We have speakers, we have interfaces, we have amplifiers. Head down there. We have everything there for you. And with that, I will close out and just send out some great greetings out to all your listeners, Matt. Once again, as always, I have to thank you for having me and wish everybody a nice day, a nice week, and a nice upcoming weekend. Give thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Hello, talk to me. Yes?
Your home. Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics, to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Locally born, locally grown.
Place to shop.
Where am I going to find a necklace to match that dress? What do you mean where? Girl Muslim store. Where? You think I have $1 million to spend, man, my girl? No, girl, the Muslims have a wide variety of beautiful, luxurious, and affordable jewelry. Necklaces, rings, watches, earrings in gold, silver, and even gold filled. Plus, there's a 35% discount on all jewelry. All that then. Girl, hurry up, they're closing for 30. Visit us today on 18 Old Street, Roseau. Muslim store, locally born, locally grown.
Let's go back to the telephone for a few minutes here. 10:03. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, good morning again. This is Bernard Morrow again.
Yes, be careful what you say. Talk to me.
No, my brother, let me tell you something. I'm not making threats, you know. I just tell you, I wish Iran would have misguided a bomb and drop it down in that stadium. It's not me that doing it, you know. I just telling you what I would like.
But do you really want to share that intention? I mean, a lot of innocent people, if you said if Iran was, but I mean, you don't want to promote things like that, would you?
My brother, they're too hypocrite. Because let me tell you something. When that 25 of us got arrested, all of them damn mouths were shut. You understand it? All of them mouths were shut. Let me tell you, we're too selective. Those Christians too selective, my brother. They're just using the word of God and pretend. And when they in carnival, like I'm not against that thing, you know, because that is the wrong timing. You're telling me all those women that was in the carnival with half naked with all their vagina out, and then for them to come and giving thanks in a praise, my boy. You think God would be happy with that? God cannot be happy with that, my boy. I'm telling you, between you and I, this is damn hypocrite.
All right, caller, thank you very much. You've said that before. 10:04. People and their conscience,